Hello, lovelies. This is 5 Minute Manifesting, and I'm your host, Lovey Brown. Thank you so much for listening. I'm thrilled that you're here, and I am back. This is a new episode, and I appreciate the patience over the past week. As I've done reposts of old favorite episodes, and I'm back, and it's February 28th today, and I'm ready to get back on the train with you and talk about manifesting. Today, I want to talk to you about cultivating curiosity while you're manifesting. I think cultivating curiosity is a useful tool to develop in your life in general, just to kind of approach things from a place of curiosity as opposed to like a place of judgment or a place of fear or a place of, just really even just pretending, thinking the situation and really being curious about it. But I think it can be especially useful when you're manifesting something to help you from going into stories that aren't useful to your manifesting. So let me try to unpack what that means a little bit. So in general, you kind of get the idea about what curiosity means or cultivating curiosity. Curiosity is just kind of looking at a situation and wondering about it. I wonder why I did that behavior. I wonder why my specific person did that. I wonder what's going on that are causing all these circumstances to pop up in my life. And instead of coming from a place of judgment or fear or kind of just making a decision and calling a situation like this is what's going on when you might not know exactly what's going on. So I'm going to use an example, a specific person example, but we're going to unpack it a little bit into a behavior that sometimes people do, especially early in their manifesting journey and when they're wanting to manifest a specific person back. So very often when a person is in separation from a specific person that they are interested in and they are manifesting that person into their life, they will check their social media really regularly, to the point of like it's probably not that healthy to do, even though you can really choose to do anything you want to do. But so and you use that information, very often people do, I know this from experience, to create stories about what's going on with that specific person. And to extract security from an external source, which is like, oh, they're definitely not talking to another girl or another boy or whatever, another person. They don't have a third party. So there's that sort of aspect of it. Or there's the other aspect of it is like you think that, you keep tabs on them, what they're up to. Now we do this for a couple of reasons. Like you definitely don't judge yourself or beat yourself up if you've done this before. It's really to sort of satisfy what we want out of a relationship, right? Like we feel like maybe they've forgotten us, or we could be disappointed. Like if we find out some information some other way, we could become disappointed. And so we want to protect our feelings and we want to protect ourselves. And so we do this behavior. So one, I want you to just stay curious, to just use this tool of curiosity about what it would be like to stop doing that behavior, to stop checking your specific person's social media. And this is the example, like this example of how to cultivate curiosity and like how to stop doing any behavior or changing your behavior, and can be applied to anything. We're just using this as an example. So first of all, you have to really be honest with yourself. Even if you can't be honest with another person in your life, you can be honest with yourself. Why am I doing this behavior? What does it make me feel when I check their social media and I see that, like they don't really have anything going on? Like, does that make me feel good? And am I getting some sort of security from checking? Or if I see that maybe they've gone on a date, does that make me feel insecure? And so you're just being curious, like, what is it about this that I'm getting from it? And then from there, you decide what you want to do, who you want to be. And this is where the manifesting comes in. And so be curious about, who do I want to be right now in terms of manifesting this specific person? Do I want to be a person who is kind of tossed around by some information that probably is mostly made up in your head? It's mostly a story that you've made up about what you're seeing on their social media that like relies on this external validation? Or do I want to be a person who selects my reality, who knows that I'm the creator of my reality, and doesn't rely on that? And then from there, you make the choice to stop doing that behavior, to stop checking their social media. Like I said, this can be applied to lots of different behaviors. Like, just what you're doing is you're staying curious about what you're doing. And then from there, you're pivoting to, who do I want to be in this situation? What kind of person that's manifesting exactly what I want? What kind of creator, what kind of God of my reality do I want to be? And how would that person show up to this situation? The person that is secure that she can select exactly what she wants. The person who knows that she is safe and loved and secure. How does that person show up? And then you start sort of being curious about how to show up that way. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about. And I think it's a useful thing to do when you're manifesting. So let's just briefly go over the steps before I sign off. Like, you're staying open to yourself. You are approaching yourself about behaviors that are happening and you're manifesting, like around the things you're manifesting. It could be, a job or your specific person or money or whatever it is. And you're just sort of being curious about, okay, I'm showing up this way, checking the social media, really like being really insecure about getting a job or whatever it is. And you're showing up that way. And then just be gentle, be kind. Like, okay, self, that's how you're showing up. That's okay. Let's be curious about, like, is that how you want to show up? Is that how the person who is the selector of their reality, the God of their reality, that knows that they are loved and safe and secure, would show up to this situation? Would they do those behaviors? And you're gently approaching that with curiosity. And if the answer is no, then you also are curious about, like, I wonder why. But that's okay. I can choose to be that person now, in this now moment. And that is where you're going to put your focus. And when you do that, your manifestation is going to show up. So I intend that this is helpful. I intend that you stay curious about your life and all the wonderful things that you are. And may you manifest exactly what you want.